Sunday, July the 7th, and the felt and everything's complete. I've done all the skirts around the outside, all sides. The skirts on there lovely. I have even put the finishing strips to seal between each of the parts. And the back, it's looking a bit tidier now. Just a shot of the roof. I've even got the laser spirit level out, and I've marked a line on all the points where the guttering is going to join. I've got a problem with the guttering and the fact that Wicks don't sell one of the parts. I'm going to have to order that off Amazon or something like that. But yep, we're getting there now. So pretty much all I've got to do for the shed, or for the summer house to be complete, is to paint the front door, fit 2 more of these on the front door, so that's the join between the front door and the window panels. I've got to lift the fence next door so I can put the last one of those finishing things on this side, because I cannot get in there. I cannot get in to do that one. The gap between here and here is about 9 inches. I'd have to go on a serious diet if I wanted to fit on that, and I still wouldn't get the drill in there to do it, so I can't do that. But yeah, almost done. The next, taken down the supports on the inside the frame, so that's all been restored now. So nearly completed. The summer house nearly complete. The next thing after that is, I'm not happy with the floors inside. It's like walking on pallets because of the gap, so I'm actually going to get some floorboarding down to go down on top of the existing floor, so it's actually a full sealed floor. Then on top of that, I'm going to get those the cheap carpet squares and put them inside there as well, and then it's a matter of furnishing it. So getting there. Monday, July the 28th, and I've just added a wire mesh along the bottom at the back of this the summer house. Stop anything furry and small trying to make residence underneath the summer house. Of course, I'm one bit short. I cut it as much as I could, but I'm one bit short, so I need to get some more of this and then make one more part. But that should prevent any rodents trying to make the home underneath the summer house, at the very least. Wednesday 30th of July. That's the guttering in. Did a quick leak test. It does show that this wall isn't perfectly straight. There's a distinct kink in it, but it's solid, so it's not gone anywhere. But yeah, that's another one off the list. Still got to get the wire done down for there. I've got to order that still, but that'll cost a bit. Oh, I only need one small snippet of it. But we're getting there on the back of this. The next thing is to get that water butt over here, get this pipe cut in properly. At the moment I've just got it feeding into the abyss that is on the other side of that fence for the train line, but yep, another job off the list. Friday, August the 1st. Now, because none of the electrics are wired up and that yet, when the water butt gets full, as you can probably hear, the pump is running. Basically I have to rig it up to car battery charger via the mains. Got a bit of a leak here where I've got 2 different pipe sizes joining together, but basically I have to drain it into this drain, and if I can hold this camera right without this coming out, get a relatively decent flow. That pump, yes, it's all downhill technically, but it's a reasonable flow out of it, but it takes about 10-15 minutes to drain that. Now that was almost full, 220 litres, that'll do that in about 10-15 minutes. But yeah, not doing anything today other than just draining this out so I can get in there when I need to next. I thought I'd share that. The pump does work, although it's not wired in properly yet, but it works. And I also tested the head lift, and that should be more than sufficient to lift that onto that roof. So if I do want to do the overflow across the roof, which I've mentioned before, I can do it that way. An alternative is lifting up the concrete, but I don't want to do that. That seems like a whole lot of work for no reason. Saturday, August the 2nd, and we've now got the double gates up. That was a bit of a mission. Now they've got an interesting lock mechanism. If I just push on both of them, they don't open, but if I pull this one closest towards me, it will pop open. On the inside, we've got magnetic catches, so they just hold in place. And that's the other side. To close again, push this one forward first, and then simply push the other one into it, and that wooden locks. And because the gap will not open, all I need to do is put a bolt across the front or the top to stop it accidentally opening. But I've had to do that because of the angles. If I run that, you can see that's not exactly the straightest angle in the world, but yeah, that works a treat. Of course, I've got to sod and paint it, but that's another job done.